I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic melanoma, and they told me that I had about 9 months to live, and I was 27 years old.
By Friday afternoon, they confirmed that I had stage 3 breast cancer.
My first diagnosis came as a huge surprise in 2011, July 2011.
And he says, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think that your child has retinoblastoma.
I had a colonoscopy and they wheeled me out, and the nurse couldn't look me in the eye, and the doctor couldn't look me in the eye. And he looked at me and he's like, I'm pretty sure you have cancer. It looks like there's a tumor. My husband fainted on the ground, and I looked at him and I'm like, all right, okay. So what's next, right? What's next?
Through all of the knowledge that I had gained over the years with American Cancer Society, I knew immediately what needed to take place.
And I went to a research hospital in San Francisco, and I had surgery almost immediately, and they removed all the rest of my lymph nodes.
And then they told me I would have to have chemotherapy and radiation to, that's the treatment for the type of cancer that I had.
We agreed for him to take the eye. 1 week later, Connor had his eye removed. They sent us home. They stitched up his eye to let it heal, and sent us home.
So I went into treatment, and I don't know what was worse, the treatment or the fact that I lost my mother, my second round of chemo. It was the worst period of my life.
Every 2 weeks, I went to San Francisco to get my chemotherapy. There were some things I just didn't want to think about because I just didn't want to get sad. I knew I had to stay positive. Having 4 beautiful children, that kept me going, and they were the light of my life.
Every day, my husband would leave these little cards, day 1, day 6. Inside, there would always be a present and a message. This is day 11. Abby, good morning, and I love you, from Ty. Now give me a hug.
My family stood by me. My mom moved into my bedroom for about 6 weeks. My sister took me to the emergency room in the middle of night when I had debilitating headaches. My boyfriend took me for emergency MRIs.
This young Australian woman walked up to me, introduced herself, and said she was from American Cancer Society. She told me that she would drive me to treatment, that she would bring me food, that she would pick up medicine, that she would do anything for me. Fortunately, I had a support group that was unparalleled in my own family and my friends. But I've never forgotten that moment of tremendous giving of oneself.
One thing that I trusted my doctors, and I trusted that they had the best information and the best resources to take care of me.
The nurse calls and says, awesome news, the cancer had not spread outside of the eye. Oh my gosh, it was just the biggest relief of my life to know that the cancer was gone from his body.
I am very, very grateful for organizations like the American Cancer Society, especially because, number one, they helped me pay my bills while I was sick.
I'm cancer-free. I'm ready to make my 5-year mark. We have this motto in our house. If you think you want to do something today, do it today. Don't put it off for a year. Because you never know. We had the chance as a family to go through something that really, really makes you look at the precious things in your life.
You just have to pray every day. It's my faith that keeps me going and gives me that hope, and knowing that every day you just have to try to do your best, for yourself, so to keep yourself healthy, so.
And this November, about 10 days before my wedding, I'll have my very last PET CT, and I will hit my 5-year mark, which means that I am cured.
I know that I'm lucky. I know that I'm one of the blessed ones. And I know that as hard as it is to recover from the treatment, that it's okay. And that I'll be okay.